what I wanted to talk about today is the things that I hate with a vengeance about Hong Kong. So I've been living here for about a year. I've kind of gotten to know what it's like living here, and I used to want to come back to Hong Kong and live permanently, but now that I've been back for a while, I think I'll probably stay in the UK. But for those of you that want to know why I don't like Hong Kong, or for those of you who want to move to Hong Kong and you want to know some pros and cons, here are the things that I hate about HK. I will make a video about what I love about HK, so once I do have a video, I'll put it somewhere and you can click that. So the first thing I hate about Hong Kong is the weather. So in the summer it's boiling, in the winter it's freezing. There's no kind of in between, and it's really easy to catch a cold here because in the summer the aircon is on so high in like all of the buildings. So then when you step out, you're like melting, because outside it's like a sauna, and then inside it's like you're inside a freezer or something, and then you're constantly going from this freezer environment to the sauna environment, so it's really easy to catch a cold. And it's not fun when you go out and you're sweating, and if you have makeup on, if you're dressed nicely, you have sweat patches, and it's pretty gross. So the second thing I hate about Hong Kong is that it's really not easy to have a car. If you have a lot of money and if your building allows you to have a car, then it's great. The upkeep of a car is actually very expensive. Cars themselves, I think, aren't that expensive in Hong Kong compared to in other places, but the upkeep of a car is very expensive. Parking spaces, if you want to get a parking space in Hong Kong, you can rent them out from people, and the rent is like 4,000 Hong Kong dollars per month. Public transport here is really good, but the freedom of having a car is totally different to having really good public transport. I mean, you can't take pets on public transport here, and that's another point. Hong Kong is not very pet friendly. There's not a lot of places for you to have dogs. A lot of buildings don't allow pets. There aren't that many dog parks here. You can't just take your dog out and walk it and let it run about in the field. Like, there's nowhere for you to go. As well as that, when you're renting a house, you have to think about whether or not you can bring a pet if you have your pets. That adds on to the stress because renting in Hong Kong is just ridiculously expensive. I think house prices are the worst in Hong Kong, like as in they're the most expensive compared to everywhere else in the world. And it's ridiculous. For the price that I pay for my current flat, I could get a 4-bed huge house in the UK. Instead, I get this tiny little flat with a tiny room, tiny kitchen. The thing is that Hong Kong people, there's very little chance that they can actually buy their own flat. It's kind of pathetic really how expensive all of the places are here. All these things that you take for granted in the UK, you can't really have that in Hong Kong, and that's something that really bothers me because I'm kind of used to the UK living. Hong Kong is a very stressful place to live in. Just working in Hong Kong is stressful, let alone having to afford rent for ridiculously expensive flats, and travelling, and the hustle and bustle of all these people who are all stressed, who are all in a rush, and then it also means that everyone is like rude to you because they're all stressed out, and when stress builds up you just blow over and you just explode. Hong Kong has so many suicides as well because of stressed out people. So these are the reasons why I hate HK. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with my ideas or whether you disagree with them. Let me know if you love HK, if you hate HK, or if you've never been to HK, and I'll see you next time. Bye!